Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias. 5 case knives each day for 5 days for a total of 25 case knives. Let's get to it. Okay, we have made it to day 3 of the 5x5 case knives, and today we're doing a 4+1. These are 5 case knives that I would love to get more of, but I really do not think I ever will, simply because I do not believe they make them anymore. And the very first one, it will be the one that I just have one of, and that is the 0045R case scout knife. Now this is the newer version. I also would love to get one of the older ones, the ones that have that triangular shaped can opener, but this is the one with the safety can opener. A later made one, and I believe these were actually produced by Camillus for case. They have a brown Delrin handle, wonderful brown jigged Delrin handle. You can see there they got the copper liners going on. The oval case shield, very simple. We already saw the can opener, and this can opener looks very suspicious of what you see on a Camillus style of camp knife. That's why I believe this was probably outsourced to Camillus for production. Now what I understood was with the 0045s, actually there's a 045R and there's the 0045R, and I think the 0045Rs were outsourced. The 045Rs were made in-house by Case, and they typically had bone instead of Delrin. Otherwise, we got the long screwdriver cap lifter, and then the back blades are what you see on any other scout knife. You have the punch blade, and then the standard Spearmaster blade on here. So it's basically just a scout knife, but you just don't see these being made by Case anymore. I would love to get another standard size one. These are 3 5/8 inches long, closed, just a beautiful knife. It's the only Case scout knife in this size that I have. So that's the one, and then we have 4, which are all the Case Scout Juniors that I have. They made quite a few of these Scout Juniors. They made them at the same time. They have not made them since then. This is on the 090 handle. They also make a Stockman on the 090. This is only 3 3/8 inches long. So it is a Junior Scout. It's the smaller version of a Scout knife. You can see it there when you compare them side by side. Same style of blades. You've got a can opener up front here. This is the one in Stag. And this can opener works just as effectively as the larger can opener on there. And then you have the cap lifter and the small screwdriver over here. Again, this cap lifter works perfectly. And then you have the small punch over here, which has the number on there. This one should be, we'll have a 54090, the 5 standing for Stag. All the other ones here are 6s because they're all in bone. But this is the one I have in genuine Stag. And then I have the Boy Scout one here in the navy blue jig. Notice the Boy Scout shield there, and then Boy Scouts of America in a blue laser print with the little fleur-de-lis up in front there. And then this one is in a barnboard jig, I think it was, or maybe it was a saw cut. Either way, it's gorgeous. It's an autumn color bone. Otherwise, same knife, but just a gorgeous knife. The R in these, this is a 45R, these are 090R. The R stands for the bail. Now the bail on these can be removed on the smaller ones, the 090. This one, it is pinned in. and people have removed the bails on these. I obviously have not. I like bails on knives for one reason, but the other thing is if you remove the bail, to me, you're definitely losing part of the value of this knife. It is not complete anymore. And then the last one I got, which is the very first one I ever bought, was the brown peach seed jig bone, which is the amber jig bone and peach seed. That is Case's bread and butter, and it is a gorgeous bone, no doubt about it. And this is the one that I have carried a little bit and used a little bit, so that I knew that all the other tools worked on there. I definitely would love to get more of these Scout Juniors, and I also want to get one of these, at least one more of these, with the old style can opener on there. And if you're not familiar with the old style can opener, you'll find it on the Rough Rider version of this Scout knife. They have the triangular can opener on there with the little thumb stud, and that's the way Case initially had these knives come out. And by the way, Case never made an officially licensed, well, an official Boy Scout knife. This one is officially licensed, but it does not have the official knife logo on the blade that you see with other Boy Scout knives or Cub Scout knives. Case never made one. So that's kind of interesting, but they did eventually make licensed products for the Boy Scouts of America, and there's quite a few of those knives. I should probably try and get some more of those, but I probably will not do that. I should at least get the peanut. That would be a cool one to get. Anyway, thought I'd show you those. That's my 4+1 Case knives that I really would love to get more of, but they are like hen's teeth. Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with Tobias. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.